Hi everybody, it's Josh back here with my good friends Tom Piston, Shep, Sheppard here in the Farpointe Dormakaba booth. It is beautiful, it is huge, you really can't miss it. What's our booth number here?
18019.
18019, or look for the giant city right in front of the entrance. So
Mall-like this year, Josh.
this is gorgeous. Yeah.
We've enjoyed being here.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of wow moments.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's been fun.
No, it's great. I might move in here when the show's over.
We got a spare bedroom in the back.
Yeah, you've got plenty of room.
Apartments I've had back in the day. So.
Well, hey guys, we're pretty excited to be here with you. So why don't you give us just kind of a quick tour of your booth here and what you're showing everybody.
Fantastic. All right. So what we've got here today is our Connect solution. This is our mobile solution. I think Qumulex is pretty familiar with this. You guys have sold a lot of these readers.
Absolutely. They can see this in our booth.
Yep. This is a fantastic product that utilizes both 13.56 megahertz encrypted card technology, DeskFire EV2 or EV3. We've left EV1 in the dust, but it also does our mobile solution. And our mobile solution is pretty unique in that we don't do annual subscriptions. All right, we do a cost per credential model that allows integrators to buy that credential when they need it, sell it when they need it, and protect the anonymity of their end users. Farpointe doesn't need to know where these credentials are landing. Now, if the integrator needs to tell us that or wants to tell us that because it helps them close the sale, we're there to help, but it is definitely not a requirement. And it's something we're really, really excited about. All right.
Really, at the end of the day, it's really designed in the fact that if you think about the way that people procure credentials now, it really mimics that type of a program. And we didn't want to really confuse anything. The very beginnings, really more so than anything, we just wanted people to get used to using mobile credentials, serving them up on their phone. And I think that that's become pretty common, or not, I wouldn't say common, it's still something that's growing, of course. But again, it's just that now we're starting to do more on the infrastructure back end, which is the ability, like how you supply those, how you deploy those credentials, and you're going to see this platform actually just expand, increase, and just with a lot more user friendly.
Sure, that's going to be great. And unfortunately, this format doesn't allow us to do a zoom in on an iPad, but we're going to be able to allow our OEM partners like Qumulex to be able to push the credentials down through their dealers and text or email it directly to a credential holder who can then click on a link and install it on the phone. Very, very seamless.
Oh, that's
very,
great.
very
No phone
easy.
call required. It's like you're procuring your credentials in a very natural way as you need them.
No, that's great. Anything you can do to make it easier is always
Absolutely.
wonderful and
It's
faster.
that old adage, you make the hard things easy and try to make the easy things go away, make them disappear. So
Yeah.
There you go.
And then another thing we're really excited about coming over here is our ability to put a Farpointe OEM module into a wireless lock. Now you're seeing it here embedded in a lock set for our parent company, Dormakaba, but we're going to be able to approach other lock manufacturers to be able to put this OEM module into their locks, expanding an ability to put product out there or do jobs that I call a hybrid job, where you've got a selection of wireless locks, but you've got traditional readers installed on the outside of a building, and you need to be able to use the same credential. This is going to allow that in the coming months as this thing rolls out. All right, not available yet, but it's coming. It's something we're
That's
very, very
great. So
excited
this is
about.
some of the new stuff you're showing at the show that isn't available yet. So that's great.
This is a real game changer for us, Josh.
Yeah.
It's, because I think, as Tom had said, the more common way to do the inside, the more convenient way to do the inside is using a wireless lock set. Not having to run those gobs of wire. It's just very much easier to do. But as you know, if you don't get the inside, you're not going to get the outside. People don't want to carry two different cards. So for us, this is actually now being able to recoup that. To get both sides of it. Because again, if you don't get the inside, you're not going to get the outside.
Precisely.
Just as simple as that. So really unifies it. And again, as an OEM manufacturer, it opens up our ability to take our technology and go other places with it. The only Farpointe part of that is right there. That's our technology. We can add that and use that to support other partners of ours as well.
And then I think before we wrap this up, we really have to talk about one of Farpointe's premier products, the Ranger.
Yeah.
And a lot of integrators, they see it and they don't pay attention to it. This is a long-range receiver that can provide upwards of 200 feet of read range using a wireless key fob. Shep, can you grab that key fob?
Gotcha, brother.
Yeah.
There you go. 4-button, 4 Wiegand outputs. Each button corresponds to a different Wiegand output. Very unique product, as Tom said. 200-foot read range, but fully adjustable. Adjustable with a potentiometer. Very simple, not a dip switch setting or anything.
When I've got my
very
demo,
simply dialed in.
When I got my demo at its least sensitive setting, I got about 8 inches of read range. At its most sensitive, actually, I get over 300 feet of read range. But we spec it at 2 because we have to account for some kind of interference.
Fair.
This product manager comment we ever got, if it absolutely positively has to work every time, 433 megahertz is rock solid. It's universally accepted. You can sell it around the globe and with no restriction.
Now, Shep, what do I do if I want to get into a door that's got a traditional reader on it?
The beauty is everything we've talked about so far is on the transmitter, rolling encrypted code, being able to do this, but embedded in the back is a passive fob. So while I can use it both actively for the reader, I can also use it passively on a reader and get through a door. So it can seamlessly integrate with different types of things. Say you've already got a system, but you also now want to add parking, or you want to add some kind of a long-range application, you can do it. But really, to be honest with you, this product is up to the imagination of how you might use it. Most people, I always call this a V8 moment. You go down and you talk to a consultant specifier, somebody who's out there trying to solve a very unique problem that deals with long range, right? And they're traditionally going to go to ultra-high frequency or something of that nature, but this is a real V8 moment for these guys, because when they see it, they're like, wow, the wheels start turning as to how they can do it. So the way I would classify it, it's a real problem solver. That's really what I would classify.
I mean, one of our first booth visits today involved a dealer exactly like that. First time he had seen it, he's talking to Shep about it. He's like, I got this application, I got that application. Oh my God, I needed this.
And I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't figure out how I was going to do it.
Yeah.
So, this gives you, it just opens up a lot of things. I mean, I think that, most of us in the security industry, I think we like to think of ourselves as free thinkers. We think about different ways to do things. We get different projects that are brought to us.
Got to be creative to get it done sometimes,
and
right?
Sometimes you got to think about it. But when technology can match that, again, it's just a great marriage, you know. And being able to have something that can uniquely fit in, and with that adjustable read range, again, 200 feet. I don't know if you're ever going to need 200 feet of read range, but hey, it's nice to know you got it.
Sometimes you do. In fact, I did an installation or an application one time with a dealer up in New England, up where you live, and they needed about 700 feet of read range.
Yeah.
So guess what? External antenna.
You can push it. You
can push it. Yeah.
That's pretty far.
It's just, if it's not a product you've ever looked into, it's a real cool product, and we love selling it. Number one, it's rock solid, really rock solid.
For any of you Qumulex integrators out there, we love to sample.
It is on the price list. I have it on the price list. You can absolutely get it there. That's also another great thing about these shows is you can come out here and get some ideas and brainstorm. So you come out here and talk to these guys, figure out what your problems are, get them solved. Love it.
We spoke to some people like that today. They were coming in and they had been in the industry for a while, but it had just been a while since they had gone out and really seen what was new. And I said, well, you came to the right place. In fact, we invited them to the Friends of Farpointe and said, if you want to really see some stuff, come to Friends of Farpointe, because we invite all our PAX partners. And I mean, it's a who's who in the access
and their
control.
integrators.
And integrators and consultants and specifiers, and just everybody. So it's great to see. It's a real PAX-centric event. And so if you had any PAX questions, I got news for you.
Let us know.
A lot of gray matter floating around that event. So
we got a couple of smart, experienced guys here in the corner too. I know you had a lot to say on our podcast
appreciate it.
a few months ago.
Appreciate it. That was fun. We'd love to do that again.
We'll have you on again for sure.
All right.
We're kind of doing a Qumulex radio on location, I guess.
I love it, man.
Yeah, that's great. Was there anything else you wanted to show us? Or you think that's pretty good?
I think we're good. I don't want to overwhelm anybody. I mean, we got all the standard stuff too, but this is the fun, exciting stuff.
It's so great to be here in the community too, man. I tell you, the electronic security community in general. We certainly wish everybody a great show. I think this is going to be one we're going to be talking about at least until next year.
Yeah, it's like good crowd. This is a great booth again. What was the number?
18019.
And you cannot miss it. Right by the main entrance, it is a mansion of a booth. It is gorgeous.
Look up and you look for the Farpointe Data sign.
And they've got all kinds of great stuff to show you, help you learn. So guys, thanks so much for coming on again.
Thank you, Josh.
And you're going to see a lot of Farpointe in action in our booth as well, in booth 2071. Not quite as big as your booth, but I think we complement each other well.
One day.
Yeah, there we go. All right, thanks so much, guys.
All right,
Thanks, guys. Thank you.